All right, ladies and gentlefolk, welcome to extreme, random, extreme, everything. We have Regicide. That's the most important thing. This map is absolutely ridiculous. If you're not familiar with Age of Empires 2, I'll briefly explain it. You start with villagers. You want to build up your economy, build up your lands, and then you want to collect resources so you can build an army and destroy everyone in the world and take everything for yourself. Now, in this particular game mode, everyone starts with a king. This is Regicide, and it starts as a free-for-all, and you can set people to ally and enemies, so you can form alliances and try and conquer the world. Now, what you don't want is to be like Ned Stark and get your head chopped off early on and just have to watch the rest. So, yeah, you gotta make sure you lock things down with your base, protect yourself. And I'm going to introduce the players, and we'll get into the Civ bonuses and whatnot as well. Real quick, Twitch chat. You did mention some ideas, and some of those ideas were really good. I'm going to have to look back at that, and maybe once I talk about the game and this. Oh! Is freeloading allied with Tarzus? Luckily he is, because that's his king. If Tarzus sets him to enemy, he can kill that king. Freeloading, how about you freeload off somewhere else so I can stop having a heart attack? Thank you. Yellow Tarzus, he's playing as the Burmese. Above him, as we just saw, is freeloading playing as the Magyars. In the purple in the north, we have Persians for Harry T. In the orange, we have Honi 1717 playing as the Goths. In the blue is Dutch class playing as the Incas. In the gray, we have Indians for Awesome 008. In the green is Tom Cromwell playing as the Burmese. And then in the red is R4. He's playing as the Mayans. Oh, did I just spoil some Game of Thrones? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. I've been watching Game of Thrones a lot lately. And so I've been trying to throw in some Game of Thrones references, but I guess there are people who haven't watched. It's okay. It's not a huge deal. It's fine. It's fine, chat. So the map is different for everybody. There's a lot of relics on this map. It looks like there's about 20 different patches of 3 relics. But seeing as this map is always different, always weird, you never know what to expect, and it really tests your ability as a player. Now, I don't think you can dock here. I don't think you can dock the deep water. So you're going to have to dock the shallows, I believe. If you're going to dock at all. Like here, for example. I'm not 100% sure they can dock this water at all. See here, he docked the shallows. But I don't think you could dock here. Because it's deep water. But fishing ships will be very important. So now that things have slowed down a little bit. I mean, there's wood on the left side. We could talk about that. But it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a wild map. Can you guys give me your suggestions again? And this would be good because YouTube, if this does go to YouTube, can chime in as well. I asked the stream if there was one thing they wanted to see more of, or one thing they wanted to see that's new on YouTube or Twitch, what would it be? And one person said they wanted a roast battle between Dave and myself. Unfortunately, I really value Dave's friendship, and I would destroy him in a roast battle, so I don't want to lose the friendship. It's just not worth it. So I don't think that's a good idea, but some of the other ideas were good. Community tournaments for ranked players. Algernon actually organized one recently. I think we can do more of that, but I don't know if I would cast it. Some I might cast, but yeah, that's definitely something we do quite frequently. I think we've done 2 now in the Discord, so you want to join the Discord, Geology, if you want to be a part of that. I think you're already there. Noobish games, training games, okay. Dave would kill you, Smarty, please. We all know. We all know I would destroy Dave. It's really hard to continue with this lie. Yeah, Dave would completely embarrass me. It would not even be close. I want more troll caster 3v1s with challenges. Yes. So, do you guys remember on the 24-hour stream we had the Viper challenge? And then Viper's internet dropped. Doing air quotes, dropped because he was scared of me. Well, we're going to finish that at the beginning of this coming week. Finally, I've gotten Viper to commit. It's a very hard man to get a hold of. So, we will do that first, and then I want to do challenges with another top player. TTF Racing, okay, that's an idea as well. That does bring out the T90 salt, but that's an idea. Everybody's friends, by the way. Everything looking good. Nobody hates each other yet. I would very much like your advice on this. A best of 5 where the player play 5 games on the exact same map. So the first map they discover it and then they can play accordingly to what they know of the map. Okay, that's an idea as well. And then they could always choose civilizations for their maps too. Okay. It would be really good if you have solid ideas to post them in the Discord, because then I can go back and find it instead of having to go back to the Twitch VOD. But I'll try and remember most of these. Yeah, he was scared. He was going to have to stay idle for 15 minutes. McGreevy, I don't like you. that was rough, man. That was rough for me to have to read. So what do you think about the civs here, guys? We've seen a lot of these civs now. I wanted to talk about the civ bonuses for many of the people that might not know them. So I'll go through them briefly and you can give your input in the chat. In the yellow, we have Tarzes. And the Burmese are one of the strongest civs available right now. First of all, they get free lumber camp upgrades, so that's a big economy bonus. Their infantry get +1 attack per age, starting in feudal, so that means their champions and their halberdiers are strong. Their monastery techs are 50% off, and they get almost all of them, so that means they can have strong monks. They have strong battle elephants as well. Howdah is a unique technology they build out of their castle, which makes their battle elephants stronger. And they get Arambai, which have 16 base attack, are strong. And if that was not enough, they can see all the relics on the map. So, long story short, and I know if this was Liquor League, I'd be drinking for saying that, but it's not. This is a strong civ. Persians, a little bit more one-sided. Oh, sorry, that's not Persians. I guess we'll go with Indians. Slightly one-sided if they have strong economy, which they normally do. They go with those Imperial Camels. Imperial Camels are the name of the game for Indians. And then they can have Elephant Archers as well, which is often kind of a, not a pushing unit composition because they're so slow, but one that really defends well. Why was Honey so screwed? Are you talking about his map position? I recognize he doesn't have a lot of gold. He has 2 tiles, and I don't see a lot of gold around him. Some players are more fortunate in that. That was random. Goths is an infantry civ, through and through. So you'll see halberdiers, champions from them, but I don't know. Maybe if it was King of the Hill, I'd like Goths, because they could spam towards the middle, but when you could see these big, powerful units up against them, it can normally be tough. This is Persians. They're known for paladins, elephants, camels. Don't have as many options as some of these other civs though, and oftentimes to be strong they need a lot of gold, and again there's not a ton of gold available, so you got to get those relics. Ah, that's an obvious thing. Yeah, Honey didn't get castles. I don't know. This map is extreme random, or I honestly get the name wrong every time. I've gotten it wrong to the point I don't know if it's random everything or everything nothing, or like I legitimately have no clue. That is weird. Yeah, sometimes the maps are unfair with positions, and sometimes that happens. Most likely, the game wanted to generate the castles where his woodline was or where his houses were generated, and it bugged out and didn't place castles for him. I like the Mayans pick. I just don't think Mayans are... They don't have real powerful units. Sure, they have eagles and plumed archers, and in standard play they can be strong, but versus civilizations that get strong siege and strong elephants and paladins, sometimes it can be tough for them. I do think the most important thing is going to be the diplomacy aspect of this, because, like, for example, if yellow and teal and purple work together in the north, they could cut and they could trade up here, and that would be almost untouchable. And trade is going to be so important, and relics will be important when there's not much gold on the map. Now, this was not played on Export. That's the one thing I should have said, just to make it fair. But everyone should be able to find some relics, and if you see this many relics, you should be snatching them up fast. 4v4 community games where 4 people control one civ would be funny to watch, in my opinion. I think that kind of stuff is funnier, Yoshi, when you can hear the players' reactions. The 3v1 challenge with Slam was funny because you could hear what we were saying. But if we were just watching that randomly and we didn't know what the conversation was, I feel like it would not have been as exciting. This mining camp is a little bit lackluster from R4. It's going to have to walk around the wood to get to the stone. But no problem, no problem. Yep, Mayans do have strong economy, but that normally applies to regular play. So with these crazy settings, you normally want to pick civilizations that have the best late game options because you're rarely going to die early on. And once you get to the late game, that economy doesn't really mean much. At least in my opinion. It depends how you play the civs. So Tars has just said mine. And he's talking about the markets, I think? Let's see, he signaled here. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. He signaled this and he's saying, hey, freeloader, get the hell out of here. I want this gold. And freeloader doesn't really seem to care. So tension is high here. I wonder if teal and yellow will start fighting over that. Now teal transported down there. He scouted that, and then he transported. This is really important. We need an answer on this thin mint question. Wait, did Smarthy ask a question about thin mints? I mean, I know that she still sells Girl Scout cookies for a living, but I didn't know she would have questions for the stream. I didn't know she wanted people to know that. What question did she ask? I like how Smarthy just insulted me right as the delay is going to come in and she's going to hear that joke about her. I like Thin Mint cookies. They're good. I mean, there are still better options. They're not the best cookie out there, but I like them. But you guys are breaking rule number 3 of the stream. Rule number 3, we should have these added to commands. Don't talk about food, because then I'll get hungry. Imp! Imp! For the freeloader! Now, I like freeloader because he has a username that I can work with the cast. He's already been a freeloader up here, taking the golds away from yellow. Tars is gonna let him. This is where you get a Magano and you start doing the attack ground function on your allies' villagers. But it'd be better for him to just leave him be. That way you can be an ally later on. I want to look at the alliances. This is a really fast Imperial time for freeloader. This almost reminds me of that one game where the Celt player went for a fast imp. Very fast, which means he'll have the potential to make trebuchets and get Imperial Age technologies, but he won't have a lot of economy. Some players are collecting relics. Advantage Burmese there. Tom Cromwell does have 5 of them. Are we going to see the Imperial Age Magyar Hussar rush? Where does Teal want to go? He's allied with everybody. And maybe he wants this gold for himself. Now guys, there are kings on this map. If you lose your king, you lose the game. So sometimes it's better to not trust people. I believe that this is where the king is for Tarsus. Everybody else adding extra economy. They have more villagers than Teal. Now Teal immediately building trebuchets. This guy does not want to be friends. He does not. Making petards even. We got petards and trebuchets. Do you play Avabur? Zampa, I do not know what that is. So no. Zampa, also, I saw your Discord message. I will respond to you afterwards. But basically, there's a lot going on right now. Both with myself and the stream and also with events. So it'd be very difficult to organize that soon. But I need to have a discussion with a few people first. Believe me, there's about 5 things I'm in the middle of working on right now, and it's really tough. I did not forget about you, though. So if I have Age of Empires 2 on Steam, can I join this Voobly site? No, Voobly is... Well, yes, Voobly's free. So you do not need to purchase anything. That's the beauty of it. Voobly is a free client, and the patch is free as well. It's just... My recommendation is to set it up when I'm not streaming, because I prefer you know, test it and play a couple games first, but... Yeah, man. It's free. It is free to play. Everyone will tell you the only bad thing is just setting it up can be a pain and kind of confusing, but I have the community here for you. All you need to do is check it out on the Discord. Answer all your questions. Very helpful community here. So, freeloading is going for a king snipe, 110%. Now, Tarzus, he can see this if he looks. So, this is going to be awesome. I love freeloading already, because he's been freeloading off Tarzus' gold, and now he's going to try and king snipe with Magyar Hussars. Normally you want a ranged unit involved, at least in my opinion you want ranged unit, because kings run faster than melee units, and with a ranged unit, just one shot, one kill sometimes. Or one volley of a group of units anyway. Pony somehow got down here. I was trying to collect some relics. He also has a town center up here, which is funny. He's spreading all around. Yep, trying to get these relics now. Pony's on the way to Imp. Will the last game go to YouTube? Probably not, because Drakant kind of steamrolled. It was awesome to see that many relics collected, but probably not. So Teal went to Imp to do virtually nothing, so that's why he's middle of the score. Tarzus has more villagers, and Tarzus has a lot of Arambai. And he can click up to the Imperial Age soon. Very good position for Tarzus, I'd say. It's just that he doesn't seem to have a trustworthy ally next to him. What is Red doing? Well, what is Red doing? Red, still in Feudal Age. I think he's been picked on a little bit here. You gotta keep in mind, we have a lot of different skill levels involved here. So he has 52 vills, but he hasn't clicked up to Castle. Most likely, Red, if you do watch this, I assume you will, you just gotta add more farms. The learning process with Age of Empires is difficult, because, you know, a lot of players are used to using hotkeys. Red might not be there yet. The key is using hotkeys, and then looking at your resources constantly and saying, okay, well, I have 5k wood. I probably need to add more farms. He does have a lot of farms, just needs to click to Castle Age. And there we go. Kishav, welcome back, man. It has been a while. How have you been? What Civ is orange? You can actually see here. Hopefully that helps on the overlay. That's why we have it. He is Goths. But that information is all there for you. Oh! Oh! It has begun! It has begun! And this is a mistake from freeloading, in my opinion. He's picked on the wrong guy. Now, did he go for the snipe and miss, or what? I don't know. Maybe Tarzus didn't trust him any longer. A Trebuchet gonna die to the Arambai, and Tarzus is on his way to Imp. Will save his castle. And I don't know what's going on, if this is lag, or there's a pause at some stage. And then we're gonna see a big fight. So if Teal gets cleaned up, then maybe Tarzus can trade with purple and or orange in the corner. I think it's important to set up your alliances. Nobody seems to be doing that, which is really odd. Like here, Awesome could easily have been communicating with Tom Cromwell and trading. No one seems to trust each other these days. Back when I was a kid, everyone was allied with each other. I tried to do old people voice, and I went into, like, southern mid-40s. I don't know why. Don't ask. Don't ask. I'm not a voice actor. Yeah, no problem, Panzer. Guys, today has been a lot of fun for me. I mean, it's always fun, but I just want to say, like, community games can always be a struggle, and today's been a lot of fun, so I appreciate you guys. And Remiz, I didn't shout you out for 6 months of support with the Prime sub either. I'm sorry, man. I promise, I appreciate you, man. So I think water control would be extremely important here. Because there's this giant pond in the middle. Imagine if someone had full water control. I give a slight edge to freeloading because he could dock this, and because he has a castle controlling the middle. Tarsus really can't cross this easily because of the water control. I'm still trying to pay attention to what he's planning on. And Tom, I can't tell if he's picking on Tarsus and defending red, or if he wants to attack red and just running into Tarsus's units. Let's see. Oh, he's neutral with red. He's unsure. Okay. I think red should be doing a little bit more talking. I think he should communicate and try and be friends a little bit more. If you're a weaker player in these games, I think you need to form alliances early. And that's the one thing that he's done wrong here. Lazy Titan, thank you for your Prime sub as well. Claude Birdie donated 25 bits, says, T90, what's up? Greetings from a tired German. T90 says, thank you, Claude Birdie. That's the only German word I know. Is 9. Fitting, isn't it? Harry T, getting tons of technologies researched right now. Very strong eco with 109 villagers. In fact, he's building up towards Paladin with Cavalier on the way, and he has a very nice eco and a very nice spot for economy. Just down to if he will have friends. Tarsus is collecting the rest of this gold. You can tell Teal wasn't happy about that. Built a few towers. Not going to be able to range that, though. I think the fact that Teal went up so early to Imp is catching up with him. Because he's been in the Imperial Age for I don't know how long, but he still hasn't been able to really attack here, right? Now, I want to look in this castle because he seems like he's a sniper. Here he just has a trebuchet and some crossbows, so it's not very convincing. You never want to go up to the Imperial Age if you don't have a plan. Otherwise, that faster Imperial time can often hurt you. So many players here I haven't really focused on. We haven't talked about Dutch class. We have not talked about awesome. And normally, that's a very good thing. Normally, that means they're not being attacked and nobody really is paying attention to them. And you could see the trade has already begun. I saw the one trade card. Yeah, and awesome is trading with I believe, Dutch class? Yeah, trading with Dutch class. So that's a good sign for them. Big push from Tarsus now, taking out the castles. Payback time, guys. It is payback time. Castamus, if you're heading off, have a nice night. Cloud Birdie, thank you for that sub. Carlos, thank you for the Prime sub as well. Lots of brand new subs today. Sweet deal. Jester, it has been a while. Welcome. Good morning, Jester. I'd love to get to the point where I know where most of the people watching the stream is from. Where is everybody from, then? Maybe I'll work on memorizing this. So I noticed that Dutch class took the middle. I like that. That way, if he loses this, he has a place to fall back to. If you build everything up in your base, oftentimes you can't run then. Okay, UK, Norway, Portugal, Canada. Jeez. Okay. Got a lot of Americans here. A lot of Europeans. Oh, is it midnight there? My bad. I guess I don't know where you're from. Well, I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome. You know, I'm not the biggest streamer in the world, but I watch these other streams and I can't help but feel that there's probably hundreds of countries represented, and we are probably very close to 100 on this stream as well. So that's always good to see. So, Teal, he's paying the price for that early snipe attempt still. What are they talking about in the chat? Harry T, hold on. What are they saying? I'm going to distract Orange, then you snipe his king. And Dutch class says K. Okay, so that means that Honey is going to get sandwiched. I love the game plan. Poor Orange, not expecting this. Trying to trade, I imagine. Thinking that purple, or yeah, that purple's on his side. He put these relics in the corner. Purple will be able to get them. Let's not forget about the amount of relics that Tom has. Tom has 18 relics. That's awesome. T90's #1 in our hearts, not the streaming world. Yeah, exactly. What stream do I watch? I watch a lot of poker streams. I'll turn Lex Veldhouse on every once in a while. There's a stream called Poker for You. It basically plays an old poker series from Poker Stars. It's not supposed to be on Twitch, but no one knows it exists, so it hasn't been taken down. I go there a lot. I don't watch many other games. Kit Boga I watch. He's an amazing streamer. He's really blown up. Amazing guy. He's stopped by the stream once or twice. Kit Boga, he calls scammers and he pranks them. He does a lot of good for the world, I think. And then beyond that, occasionally I'll watch Ninja, even though I never play Fortnite. Ninja's pretty cool. I respect Ninja because Ninja hasn't really changed the way he's done things with his newfound fame. And that's really tough to do. It's really tough to do. Like, I've changed a decent amount, but I think that's kind of expected. But since he's gone from having 500 viewers to now 70,000 viewers, and he's gone from, like, probably just getting by to making ridiculous money, and he's still the same person and still does things the way he wants. Not a big Dr. Disrespect fan, honestly, but yeah, that's the extent of it for me. So, this is the distraction. Harry T says he's going to distract Orange. Orange has rung the town bell, but you're gonna have to run away with your king, my friends. The Paladin's coming in. Yellow has been pushing versus Teal, by the way, so Teal could die as well. I did notice that there are these units here from Gray, and this looks awfully suspicious. These units look like they might be going king sniping at Dutch class's base, but the king's right here. Does Harry T see that? Yes, he does see it, and Honey's gonna die. Honey's dead. So let's get all the T90 Kings, the T90 Rex in the chat. Feels bad, man. Honey even ganged up on Tarzan says wrecked, and Harry T says, idiot. Harry T says, sorry, I was salty building in my base. I kind of love it. As long as you guys can look past that later on, I love it. I love to see that kind of stuff. So I guess Dutch class doesn't need to do anything against Orange now. Rucksack 23, we've had a lot of people with 23 in their username subbing today. Thank you. It's Valiant. Thank you for the 7. I guess the question is Gray going to be nice to Dutch class? I think he should. I think they should stick together for a while because they're trading. How's Teal doing on this side? Almost forgot about the guy. I don't have his king control grouped. I don't know where it is. He's been completely destroyed by Tarzes. Only 42 villagers. He probably ran his king somewhere. It's got to be vulnerable wherever it is. Tarz is going to move in the Trevs, kill the castles, just make life worse and worse for Teal. Did he hide his king somewhere? Ah, okay. His king's hiding up here. So if Purple wanted to, he could kill that. And Purple is allied with him, so he can't see that. That's funny. Donnie, we'll be doing HD games after this. We'll be doing HD games after this. Red on the way to the Imperial Age. Again, he doesn't really have friends. There's a nice little base on this extra wood, but I don't know. It's going to be tough for him without some friends. Resources looking pretty good. Oh, hold on. Is he finally allied with green? He is allied with green. Okay, never mind. But I don't know if I could trust Tom. Tom has so many castles, 18 relics. Yeah, the relics were the key on this map, guys. Over 4,000 gold. Lots of wood and food and stone. And how many castles does he currently have? He has 7 castles and he's building more. This is just absolutely insane. Okay, someone says, let's go Gray. So you're rooting for Gray. I get it. I think Gray is in a position where he will be trusted. And he's right up in Dutch class's business. He's right next to all of his economy. The problem is I don't think he'll snipe because he needs him. It's more likely that we'll see Tom attack them. I think Tom will probably go for red because he's the weakest link. sadly, but if I were to predict the rest of this game, teal doesn't contribute much. Yeah, Tarzus is going to kill the king, so I got that right. Tarzus allies with purple because blue and gray turn on purple. Green doesn't have any friends, but he kills red. I think green will do very, very well because of his relic, so it's hard for me to predict how he will do. But yeah, I do think that gray and blue will stick together, and then I think that purple and red will stick together, or purple and yellow will have to stick together then. Because you don't see any trade cards coming out this way, so I don't think Dutch class really likes or wants to work with Harry T. Well played, freeloading. It's what you get for being a freeloader. Get wrecked. Tarzus kills him. Great game though, man. It was a nice idea to go for a snipe of some kinds.
Home from work. Time to relax with some woo-woo-woo.
Marcus, sit back, relax, man. I have not been relaxed all day, but it's in a good way, right? I've been hyped. Hope work went well. Hope you were productive. So many people watch Twitch at work nowadays. I feel like people are not as productive as they should be. Says the guy who is currently streaming video games for his job, right? Hold on a second. What is this army doing? Does this look suspicious or what? Where's Awesome going? He has a villager leading the way. He has bombard cannons, elite elephant archers. Is he just passing? Can we get the T90 passages in the chat for this? What's he doing? What is this? See, I wish I knew what players were going to try and do. But at the same time, I think that's what makes it exciting. It's almost like a TV show. It is like Game of Thrones. You don't know who's going to make the next move. You can expect certain things, but you just don't know. I hope they don't pick on Red. Red has done nothing to these guys except to be bottom scorer. Red has been a nice guy. He would be a helpful ally. No! Oh, that's Honey's. Never mind. False alarm. That's Honey's house. Well, I don't know. I do know that Tom Cromwell is in an amazing position. I don't think there's many compositions that can beat Aaron by Onager in this game, and look at the amount of gold he has. Still getting more relics, by the way. Harry tried to get these relics, and Tarzus snagged them, and Harry was trying to wall in the monks. Oh no! What are you doing, Gray? Why are you going after Red? Elite plumed archers lacking a few upgrades. Red's gonna try and fight this off. His king is in this castle. Micro not the best from both players. They are literally just passing right now. There we go. So is green. Okay, Tom, he's a respectable man. He says, I am allied with red. Go somewhere else. And now he's gonna defend. He says, or we have a problem. I love Tom Cromwell. Look at this. Look at this. I love it. Just warms your heart. It just warms your heart. Gray goes away now. He says, fine. Now, look at this. Dutch class making a move versus yellow. And Tarzus is thinking, no way, Jose. No way, Jose. Tom is like, yeah, I'm just gonna watch you, see what happens. Now, they might all work together versus yellow. This could be a big 3v1. Oh, okay, no, never mind. Tom is kind of defending Tarzus. Oh, how interesting. How interesting. Tom, even though he could be so dominant, is being a respectable character. I like it. Now, I don't like his micro, but he has the resources to replenish his forces. Literally, if you have a ranged unit, you need to use your range. So just sitting there next to melee units is never a good idea. So he's going to lose these numbers. Red's gonna have time. Just research fortified wall, so he's okay. More Arambai will be coming, I'm sure. Now, Tom probably doesn't like Gray very much, and Gray's to the right-hand side. So he could always push in, try and attack him. Maybe cut with onagers, that'd be pretty cool. Run in, try and kill the king. Lots and lots of castles here from Gray to protect that king, though. So far my predictions have been correct, except for the fact that Harry T is not working with Tarz's. And Tarz's, he's moved his king all the way up here to the north, but he's going to lose his eco. This is extremely bad for him. He's going to lose his economy, and he's going to lose out in his castles. I figured he would have a little bit more to stop this, but he just can't deal with the double team. Tom needs both red and gray as buffer zones. Well, I think Tom has been putting all of his focus on collecting those relics. He doesn't need trade if he has 20 relics and 8k gold. So I kind of agree with you there. And also, red isn't that strong. So I think that having red as the buffer zone right now would be helpful for him. Now, if you're red, you have to recognize that. You have to think, okay, he's been nice to me for now, but at some point I'm going to have to kill the guy if I want to win. So red should go for a sneaky snipe, and that's going to be an epic backsnap if he can pull it off. Also, it's going to make Tom extremely angry, as it should. Now, someone has just researched treason, which means they know where all the kings are located. And Tom is running through here. Did Tom research that with his golds? I feel like he did. And I think he's running for a king. What is happening here? So he's allied with Gray. He's not allied with Dutch class. If Dutch class has his king in his castle, he's going to have to be careful because Arambai are so strong. 19 attack. They can kill castles. So if this is truly where the king is, what needs to happen is Tom needs to surround the castle with all of his units. He can't sit on one side because then the king can run the other way. He's only going to be able to kill one castle before he loses his units. So he needs to get more Arambai on the other side. There's another batch coming in. If he runs it to the north, this is not easy. See, he's just missed out on it. He's just missed out on it. It is now inside this town center. Still, I think Dutch class needs to run because the town center is easier to surround. There we go. Here we go. Dutch class has run once again. Now, needs to get a transport or something here very, very fast. Because the castles, the town centers could all die. Oh boy. Dutch class needs to run again, I think. I think he needs to run to the left. Because he'll lose the castle. He will for sure lose this castle. But Tom, he's just not doing it. There we go. He's thought about it. Moving the army slightly. Oh, the king's there. He's dead. He's dead. That's what you get for picking on the little guy, gray and blue. Tom has finally finished them off. A third try. And that changes this game completely. Because now gray does not have a strong or an ally he can really trade with. Assuming this market goes down eventually. And Tom, in my opinion, has been the strongest player in this game so far, despite what the score says. That also helps out Tarz's a lot. Tom Cromwell says, hasta la vista, baby. Like all these units are still going to take Tarz's land, but they're not going to push forward versus him. And oh, at the same time, oh my gosh, this is a crazy game. He's also been pushing versus Harry T. I didn't think they would be friends after I saw the relic conflict earlier. And I don't know. I feel like this is gonna hurt both players in the long run. They should just kiss and make up. Harry T is only at 140 population. Tarz's is only at 100. And the king is way far away from this, so at least for now, assuming Harry can get some gold to make camels, I think he's fine. This is a T90 fine moment because he does not have any allies working with him. I so badly want to see Red snipe a king. You don't know how bad I want to see him get a snipe. That would be so amazing. Because we're rarely talking about the guy. We're seeing him as someone who's eventually going to die. It's like a foregone conclusion, right? That is not the case in community games when you just have one king. One king that if you lose, you die. Now, unfortunately, I don't see it being possible to snipe Tom. Tom has so many castles, you're really going to have to catch Tom off guard. But I guess we'll see. Paladins and heavy camels can kill Arambai, but Halberdier Arambai, that combo is very tough to stop. 4+3 attack on these pikemen, and oh my goodness, what a cleanup. These units are going to disintegrate. Metro, welcome. Yes, we will be casting more games after this. So I think the Burmese bonus definitely paid off for Tom because he was able to see the relics. Now, Tarzus did get some relics, but he lost his map control. Okay, maybe he needs to think about pushing back down here. At the moment, it seems like he's preoccupied with pushing towards Harry. Now, did Harry not see these relics? He did see these. I think that it's a mistake to not have gotten these relics, because that would make a big difference for him. Is red and green trading along the lake behind them?
Yes.
Yeah, they are. That's hilarious. It doesn't seem like green is interested in joining, but it's just red. What a trade route. Now, Harry T has just said help. Tom says, how you doing, Harry? And Harry says help. Okay. Well, it's like Tom, I don't know who it's like he's such a good guy. He's killed Dutch class, but that was mainly because Dutch class started attacking some of the other players he was allied with. And how many people would just start backstabbing left and right in Tom's position? Not Tom. He's coming to players' aid. This is a respectable character. This is a guy that deserves to win, both with spirit and gameplay. Tom Cromwell is the man of our hearts. He really is. I know. Like, if you ever need help, call Tom. So I'm gonna quickly tab out, and I'm gonna message Tarzus because I feel like he could die.
Avenge me, people. Yellow was a tyrant, an evil one too. His greed got to him. I had to sacrifice myself for the greater good. Avenge me, Kappa.
I feel like Tarzus is potentially gonna die. Unfortunately, it gives him a slight warning that that's about to happen, but I have to message him and remind him not to quit the game, close the game if he dies, because if he does that, then the game freezes for us and we can't spectate any longer as it runs through the host. But green is going immediately for the king snipe, and sadly, Tarzus, he's pushing on the front, but he doesn't have the population to defend his king. Hold on. Seems like someone is dropping. Who would that be? Not sure. The king is here for Tarzus, though. So, green will be able to kill Tarzus' buildings, but he doesn't have a lot of eco here anyhow. Freeloading, thank you for the $5, man. We'll see. We'll see if he avenges you. It seems like you went up to the Imperial Age pretty fast, and I felt like that hurt you more than helped you. But also, Magyar is probably not the best civilization versus Burmese. We've seen it all before. Tom gonna use these OP Arambai and bombard cannons, and he's gonna try and take this king. Harry is walling here for whatever reason. Meanwhile, red, I would still love to see him try and snipe. I want to take a look at what he's doing. Not a whole lot. Now, it would be kind of a dick move to kill green after green saved your ass, but like, still, I kind of want to see it, you know, just because it had so much drama. The drama is already real here because Tarzus has no friends. Harry does seem to have a friend in Tom. Tom has 103 military units now. Okay. Well, we got some forward production buildings from red. working on halberdiers and plumes. Great composition. Plumed archers do kill these Erenbai. The problem is that Burmese then get Onager, and plumes die to Onager. Seems like it might be just a matter of time for Tarsus. I don't know if he has the economy with only 27 villagers to stay alive for very long. How about Grey Turtle going full blue coffee tactics? Dude, I've completely forgotten about Grey. You're right. This is blue coffee. This is a just passing strategy. He doesn't move. He doesn't attack anyone except for red apparently. And he banks resources. And look. He has relics. He has 8 of them. Look at those resources, guys. Let's not forget about him. I think with these resources, Grey could actually fight Tom. Now, for the love of God, he really needs to get the trade upgrade that gives him more speed, because this is a disaster. He could have so much more gold if he got the trade speed upgrade. Oh man. Relics going to fall out of Tarsus' monastery now. There's units all around him. What has Tarsus done to offend you guys? Tarsus just now getting halberdier. He says pussies. He's not happy about being teamed up on 60 population. He's gonna die. The bombard cannons are here. They're attacking the castle. Is Harry gonna get the kill? Or is Tom gonna get the kill? That is the question. And Tom gonna sit on the other side of the castle, wait for the king to come out. There are the monks. But I don't even think God can save you now, Tarsus. You're probably dead. Just a matter of what direction that king will go. Oh, there it is! Oh! It's still alive! It's still alive! It took a few shots. Harry just needs to delete his walls so Awesome can... I didn't realize that was Awesome. I thought that was Tom because the colors are so similar. So it's a 3v1 actually. You need to let him in here. Tarsus is still gonna try his darndest. Unfortunately, it would be really cool if he could try and snipe someone with the last move of the game. He doesn't have any trebs though. If I were him, I would have tried to mass a small army and hope for the best to try and snipe. Just because you're probably gonna die anyway. But these villagers are attacking Harry T's trebs, so he will kill 2 trebuchets. He has walls here too, so the trebs are gonna have to keep rolling away. So Tars is still alive, 27 vills still, they're all down here, and he's asked for peace. Is Harry T gonna give it to him? Can we get caravan hype? Guys, let's see all the T90 woos in the chat for Awesome. Getting caravan to get the faster trade cards, 1 hour and 15 minutes in. Very good time on that. Could have been a little bit faster, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. Remember, Tom doesn't really need trade with all those relics. He has 11k gold. It's a better situation for him because he has more pop then. The trade cards do take up population space, as relics do not. Oh. Awesome's over here. Harry T might be friends with Tarsus. But Tarsus not going to be befriended by Awesome. And immediately Tarsus says, "Great, peace, man, peace." Awesome has changed diplomatic stance with you to enemy. Wait, hold up, what? Oh, you know why that's happening? Tom is using this as an opportunity to go in and snipe Awesome. Well, let's go. So many Erenbai dying to the bombard cannons, but the bombard cannons will get destroyed. You know the trade will then die here in a moment as well. So no more trade for Awesome. Awesome does have 8 relics though. We've seen the Erenbai kill castles before. These castles have so many upgrades and there's so many of them that I think they'll kill the Erenbai. I really don't see Green being able to push in past the castles. Just a matter of if Grey can get military to defend from the Erenbai, because trebuchets could be coming up next from Tom, and almost every single castle has about 3 or 4 trebuchets queued up. So the initial The king just went down here. Harry T gets the kill against Tarzus. Well played, Tarzus. Harry T finally gets his kill. The initial attack for Tom won't finish it, but I still like his position here. I don't know if elite elephant archers are the answer to defend from Erenbai or not. I guess they have more range and they're incredibly tanky. I just haven't seen this enough to know. And Trebs are coming up next. You can see just how strong these elephants are, 350 HP. I'm watching the Erenbais. Yeah, I think these elephant archers can do it. I really think they can, especially combined with Imperial Camel. All those units you hear dying are Erenbai. That's craziness. Elephants are so strong. It sounds like you've been saying Harry T, but now that I look at it, it was Harry. I was saying Harry T. I was saying Harry T. Yeah, Treb's gonna have to pull back, and Awesome has defended. So now does Awesome reach out to Harry and say, hey, listen, we need to team up? What is Red gonna do now? Red been merely a survivor. He has not really pushed out to do too much. He really should have collected these relics. He has seen them. He really should have gotten those relics by now. He's at 200 pop. Now would be the time to try and snipe Tom. Look at the Trebs from Tom. That is funny. He didn't mess around with the Treb production. So 2 powerhouses in Awesome and Tom Cromwell. Lots of golds banked up. Very strong civilization. Strong options. Harry T, he just doesn't have trade right now. That's his issue. Tom said, I made too many Trebs. Oh, really? I didn't realize that. I actually feel like this could work. The Erenbai can kill the camels, and the Trebs might be able to do damage to the elephants. That might work. Festivus, you better get used to it, man. We're gonna see Relic of Nothing at some point. Okay, well. Tom has recovered with numbers. I'll tell you what, if he is able to sit here for even 2 minutes, he kills all the castles with this many Trebs. He can one-shot multiple castles with that many trebuchets. Let's look at the resources the players have. Tom, lacking the gold, believe it or not, even though he has the... Oh, let's go. Hold on. I think Red's helping. False alarm. I saw that Red army, and I was so pumped. I thought that Red was going to backstab Tom. I really should want Tom to do well, because he's been a nice guy. But this is war. See, Awesome doesn't have much gold. So both players, as they're fighting each other, running all in the gold numbers. Come on, Red. Come on, Red. Awesome is still here with units. He's doing... Well, he's playing awesome. Great unit control from him. Erenbai getting completely chewed up. Look at the KD. Gray with 280 units killed, 180 units lost. See, I think Trebs are a great move here. I know he didn't do this intentionally, but watch how fast the elephants die to the trebuchets, if they connect. They should do pretty well. Now, the camels are going to be an issue. But I would say camp Erenbai in front of the trebuchets and fire with the Trebs. Now, Harry T is saying Red trade, and Red says okay. So they're going to form an alliance. Maybe this is the key ingredient, trebuchets. Because otherwise, it's going to be really tough. The winner of that fight will probably try and kill us all. Red says, I don't know how we're going to trade. Well, figure it out, man. Figure it out. Your life depends on it.
Creative message. Super funny too.
Oh my gosh. That was hilarious. Mornis, thank you for the 4 months, man. Lots of dead elephant archers, but more on the way for Awesome. Adding in the hand cannons now, I guess because he saw the halberdiers, maybe. Red, I can see you scheming. Don't try it. Remember, I saved your ass. Red says, don't worry, I'm peaceful. I guess Red forgot to change who his chat was going to. That's funny. I like how Green's in the middle of battle and he says that too. What a legend.
5 months stalked love.
Thank you for the 5 months, Smarthy. Welcome back. Screw you for talking about those Thin Mint cookies, because I've been hungry ever since. And Gray is actually pushing here. I think Tom's in big trouble. He needs to switch it up. He needs to switch it up. 120 population, so many castles, and yet with 11 castles he cannot deal with this. Are Indians the strongest free-for-all civ? Possibly. T90, did your phone ringtone go off a few minutes ago? I don't think so. Maybe it was just the natural jingle that my voice has, Winter Crusader. I've heard good things about it. Thin mints with a side of salmon. Ugh. Ugh. That sounds gross. So where are they going to trade? Finally, Harry gonna get some relics. It's actually good because he got these, so he has 4, and then with these relics, he's gonna have 10. That can fund Paladin again. Red is sending a scouting party. Maybe these guys are gonna go, like, sign the treaty or something between himself and Purple. Oh, actually, you know what? Is he gonna go all the way up here to kill the bombard cannon? Can you hit Gray for me, since we're all pals and all? Green is talking to Purple. So Tom is appealing for help. Hold on. Let's look at the chat. Gray says, they're all arguing. Green's a backstabber. Nothing wrong here, and he just turned. Oh, man. I love it. This is some real Diplo action now. It's like they sat down at a negotiation table and are arguing. I'll think about it. Kind of broke right now, but you do need help. So Harry T is undecided on if he will assist. So Green is asking for help with Gray. Gray is saying, listen, don't you guys dare do that. Green's a jerk. Red, well, he's just happy that Green's not attacking him, and he's been trading with him the entire time. Also, he's thinking about setting up trade with Purple. But they can't really do that unless markets go up. Where Tarzes has this transport and onager. And if they do end up getting those markets there, then they could delete the walls and they can trade happily ever after to the very end of the game. This is a great trade line. They cut the trees. Which they could do with onager.
Yes.
Will you AV afterwards if I help you? Oh, Allied victory. I think it's last man standing. So Green is saying, listen, I helped first Yellow, yada yada yada, and now Purple is contacting Gray and saying, hey, I'm gonna help you. I don't think they can do Allied victory though. Maybe they can. That's fine. We rarely see Allied victory. Gray's kind of pulled back. I just want to see a snipe from Red. Listen, Red. I know you're not chiming in because you're watching the, or you're not watching the stream. That's what I meant to say. You're playing in the game, but you have to be cutthroat. You get nowhere being the nice guy, man. You get nowhere being the nice guy. You recognize that they have double your score, but you also recognize that they trust you because of that score. Go for the snipe. Go for the snipe. Kill somebody. I want to see it, please. It'd be so cool. So after you beat them, you would ally victory me. Yes, I will. Okay. Now, I want to see Green die and Gray not go allied victory and kill Purple. Imagine the salt. Imagine the salt. I'm really bad because I like to watch people like bicker and fight and get upset with each other. But that's community games for you, man. It's awesome. Hello, chat. Hello, T90. I'm so tired. Give me a message, please. There you go, Faith. What's up? Faith, this is an amazing game if you're just getting here. Can't sleep yet. I don't understand how people can play Age of Empires 2 multiplayer. Everything you do takes 10 seconds. It really doesn't. It just takes practice. You could tell that green and gray are really good. Like, you're probably clicking everything, but if red wanted to, he could toggle through his castles like this and create for his TCs. Mills, if you wanted to queue up farms. I mean, there's obviously different skill levels here, but with hotkeys, it makes it a lot faster for you. So Awesome is trading again. He's trading with Harry T, and that is a great trade route. It'll go long distances, which means it gets more gold per trip. Red has not added a market or anything just yet, but he's going to go down here to do that now. Now, this is really funny. Guys, you know what he wants to do. You know he wants to build a market. Tarzes, I don't know if you're still watching, but
Yes.
this is going to be funny. There's this one onager here from Tarzes. Red has walked the whole way around with villagers, so he could build markets most likely. Now, he wants to build it here. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. Please. Please. No! Ah! Watch out! Micro! Oh, he's just gonna build the market here. Hold on, fight it with the Vills. Yeah, there you go. You should be able to get it now. That's funny. That's funny. No, he's killed it, and he will get the market up. Taking his good old time with that, though. So still, it seems like Tom is holding. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea for Tom to go out and try and hit economy or snipe. Because Tom has a very fast unit composition. Imagine if he onager cut and just ran in and started killing economy and trade. Look at all the lumberjacks. Now, he can't see that, but I think that would be a nice idea. I hear Red collecting these relics. Great move. So Red and Purple are friends. Purple and Gray are friends. Green, while he is allied with Red, he's not really doing too much with him right now. I think that Green's activity early on is actually hurting him now. Nobody really trusts him. But I will say that Gray is probably struggling for gold too. Only 1,000 gold now. And it's not a lot of population. So this fight is really taking its toll. Okay. There are just four elite elfin archers. 4 elite elfin archers versus 15 Erenbai. Who wins? I guess there's a plumed archer there too. Seems like the Erenbai will win eventually, right? Once the pikemen join, then maybe these elfin archers can hold. I don't know. They are so strong though. I want to take a look at the trade distance for Awesome and how much gold he gets. He gets 83 gold per trip there. That is the most that you'll find in this game currently. Red is starting to trade now in the north, and he gets, with that same market, 24 golds. And also, he's going to have to run the whole way around here. Oh, this is a disaster. Where's this trade cart going to go? It's going to go right through here, right through this hole. Harry's thinking about adding docks and adding ships. Huh. We haven't seen a lot on water in a while. Oh! How did he get through here? Ah, I guess he ran right through. Big losses for Gray. Can't seem to hold right now. The trebuchet's coming out. All the production building's gonna die. I did not expect this with how Gray was playing this, but he couldn't keep his population up because of the pressure. And now Tom can do exactly what I said a while ago and start hitting the economy. Now sure, Awesome does have almost 100k wood, but he does not have that much food. And food is going to be so crucial to him. He's had to fall back. But Tom was persistent. And he's continuing that push. Purple says, you sure, Gray? It appears that the help I promised Green will not arrive. I will try and snipe his if I can. That's funny. So, I guess Purple is going to act like he's going to help Tom, and then go for the snipe. Someone has now researched treason. I imagine that was Tom. Yep, it was Tom, so he can see that the king is there for Gray. And I said earlier, if Tom got into this position with his trebuchets, he would kill everything. But he doesn't have Aaron by numbers at the moment, so he can lose his trebs due to the bombard cannons. I think he rushed this a little bit too much. He still has more trebuchets back at home. He needs to get more units in here so he can take these castles down. Gray could be in big trouble. I know Purple wants to come and help and kill Tom, but Purple doesn't have the units here right now. And you know what? Purple could have been mind gaming Gray the entire time too, just because he wants to trade with him. So it's really hard to tell what the true intentions are for players. We'll have to ask them in the Twitch chat afterwards. This looks very bad for Awesome. Very, very bad. He's finally outnumbered. 190 population for Green and only 130 for him. And also, Hussars can run over here and start hitting his economy. Oh, and he lost his relics too. His relics were right there. Huge losses. He needs the castles to go with elite elfin archers. If he doesn't have the elite elfin archers, I don't see how he beats the Erenbai. Because the Erenbai will kill the camels. Harry T, he's got to be lying now. He says, okay, I will go for the snipe, but you need to hold out. They can't suspect. And Awesome says probably too late. So he recognizes his situation. Whether or not Purple is telling the truth, I don't know. So many of you guys will probably play in community games at some point in your lives. And if you're in Red's position and you see that Green is making a push and he's about to kill someone's king, you have to realize that once Gray dies, he is potentially going to be the next target. So if I'm Red, this is when I prepare a push. And I think about going for it sooner rather than later, because you want to catch him when all of Green's population and army is forward and when his attention is here as well. So I don't see Red planning that right now. You know, he doesn't have trebuchets. Like, I know he's been a slower player here, but he just hasn't had, like, taken the initiative because he's had the time. I think if he ends up losing this game to Green, that'll be his downfall. But so far, he survived well, and I did say that in Diplo, anything can happen regardless of your skill level, as long as you play Diplo correctly. I wonder how hard T90 Official has to ignore all of our chat during Diplo. Well, it's not hard to miss out on chat when there's so much going on. Wow, that's a lot of trebs from Harry T, so maybe he was telling the truth. Hand cannons as well, so he's gone for a ranged unit to snipe the king. Is he gonna make transports? Oh my gosh, Harry T is actually going for it. This could be awesome. This could be freaking awesome. He was not lying. Sorry I did not trust you, Harry T. Needs to make transports. I can help. I can't help or they will kickle. Our only hope is a snipe. Awesome says his whole army is here. And Harry can see that too. Harry is currently allied with Green, so he should be able to see that. I think he should go for it. If you don't snipe now, then it's GG, because you'd be 2v1. Yeah, good point. Good point. Gray, barely hanging on. By a thread now. Yo, listen, Tristan. I'm trying to listen to my Disney music with... Oh, yo, listen, not yo, Tristan. I'm trying to listen to my Disney music with Tristan in the background. What song are you listening to, Smarthy? I'll sing it. I'll try and time it right. Let's get down to business. To defeat Burmese. I would really like to see Gray upgrade his skirmishers at some point. Elite skirmishers are really cool technology. Circle of Life from Lion King. Don't know all the words to that one, actually. And who needs upgraded skirmishers? Who needs it? Where's Red's king? Do you know? I can't use treason as I'm still allied. Don't kill Red! No! What did Red ever do to you? Red has done very little this game to make anyone angry. He's a nice guy. Oh! He's just gotten the plague. Sad times. I think he wanted population space, so he's deleting some bills. Red has done nothing wrong. Don't kill him. What? He's even cutting now with the Onager for a better trade route. Talk about playing late game. Come on, Purple. Do not kill Red. If he kills Red, I'm gonna be so upset. It would be so epic to see him kill Green, because Green thinks that Purple is on his side. And now Green being pushed back once again. The power of these Elfin Archers. Wow. I think Tom should have added Onagers. Iron by Onager. Because if you have enough Onagers, 10 plus Onagers, you can kill these elephants with a few shots. Channy, we've done all the games today on the Voobly platform. Alright, here's the moment of truth. That is a transport ship with 13 trebuchets. Oh, and Tom says, nice boats, Purple. That's funny. Harry T says, hey, Green PM. I'm sending them to him. Oh! I don't know who to believe to finish off the game. Oh, jeez. This is so good. I don't think I've seen a Diplo game with this much chatting before. The chat has been really entertaining. Hope you didn't say that on all chat, or you gave it away. I don't know if I like Harry T or hate Harry T. This is like a really good TV show. Tom says, just to you. Okay, good. Haha. I don't know what he's doing, but I bet that Gray trusts Purple currently because of the amount of convo they've had. Green still does not trust Purple. And now, okay, now Harry T is saying, Gray.
Yes.
Yes. Where's Red's king? Oh, come on. Harry. He's playing these people like a fiddle. I'm still allied. Can you do it? Don't kill Red. I don't know if you're kidding or not, man. Don't kill Red. I am on Team Red all the way. Dude, just do treason. Where is the king? Haha. I like how we've been watching Gray and Green fight for I don't know how long. And Red and Purple have been doing jack squat. Like, this is actually brilliant. Because the strongest two players are canceling each other out currently. And they've been talking about getting Purple to help for a long time. And he has done nothing. Now, once again, small victory for Tom. And now Gray's down to 110 population and Tom's back up to 200. But it always seems to be a struggle for him to deal with these Elephant Archers. So if Gray can afford them, which he really can. If he can't afford them, he's dead. Because the Arambai can chase down his kings. It's been like 45 minutes of 2v1 here. Yeah, Red is also pushing in for what it's worth against Gray. So he's making his move. I think. I don't even know. Is he allied with Gray? He is allied with Gray. Well, I could try to snipe blinds. Harry T is so full of crap, man. He's been doing this on purpose. He's full of it. Now, he is not full of wood in his base. He does not have a lot of wood. He has 69 idols out of 85 villagers. But yeah, I think he's full of it. I think he's full of baloney, man. I think he's doing this on purpose. Really smart play. Yeah, I think... whatever... I don't know where Dutch class touched Red, but it must have been pretty bad because... Red's pissed off. It took him a while to clean up this army, and now he's going over to Blue's base, and Blue's dead. Like, I don't want him to have castles. I don't care if he's alive. He might come back from the dead. You don't know. I don't know who's gonna win. I do not know who's gonna win. Certainly doesn't look like Gray has a chance now because he doesn't have food. And he can't create anything without food. 106 villagers. Finally, awesome. Having the score lead will probably die. His king is in this castle. Now again, this would be the time for red to snipe. This would be the time for purple to snipe. And they're not going for that. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Don't, please, don't kill red. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Go to green. Don't do it. Purple has his transports there. Meanwhile, there goes the king from gray. I'll put the on a control group. Look back to the transport. No. No. No! Don't kill red! I love red! Red is the hero that we've all wanted in this game. Everybody wants to be red. Look at this maze that the transports are going through. Oh, goodness. The king for gray is in blues TC. But yeah, he's going to die at some point. He can't really come back now. Here come the transports, one after the other, weaving their way in here. This is where this would actually be sick, because this is where the king is. What does red see? I assume he can see it. His king is in this castle. Purple needs to wait until he has ranged units beneath the castle to change stance. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's coming, guys. He's for sure doing it. Red has so many resources. He just doesn't expect this. He's too kind-hearted for Diplo. Wait, hold on a second. These could be going to green space as well. I think... Nope. Okay, they're going to reds. Red, 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 red. Run! He says, I say. Okay. Okay. He says, I say. He was probably about to say, I see you. And then he's like, oh no, I need to do something. A gray has been killed off. And now red runs away. His castle's... Well, this castle's gonna die. Probably this castle as well. But he can kill this. He can kill this. He's still alive. And here's his king. So gray is out. And now, my guess is that red might not be able to keep up with all this action. And green can pretty much kill who he wants. Keep in mind, green does not have a ton of resources in the bank anymore. Harry T does. And Harry T's also in the northern corner, which is really far away from everything. I don't think green ever trusted Harry T. And now Harry T is going to lose all of these expensive trebuchets. And green's going to come help out. Faith restored in humanity. Oh, Tom Cromwell says, red, sling me gold. Let's see if red does it. I feel like red should do that. Because of the amount of help that Tom has sent his way. But at the same time, you know, red should also take advantage of Tom Cromwell's trust. Had gold probs the whole game, mate. Yes, I love it. He does not have gold problems. And yet he's saying he has gold problems. Because he does not want to give it up. Question is that believable? This is where the king is from red. He's running it into this castle, I assume. Not a great position because he's then cornered. You know what would be the best position? What he should do, this is complicated, but hear me out. He should build a dock here, transport over here with another villager, then build another transport, maybe put the king here or something. And then what he can do is transport a villager down on to these sides of the shoreline, and he could build docks, and it would actually block any ships from coming in. He could dock block all the sides, so he couldn't be ranged. I think this would probably be the best area, because he couldn't be ranged from the land that easily. I want to look at Harry T's resource situation, because remember he had all those idols. He still has 50 plus idols. It's called a dock block. Ask Dave. It's a custom scenario term. It's called a dock block. In Europe, in the Europe map, where the Africa area is, I don't know if you guys know Europe, you can dock block it. All you have to do is go back and listen to Dave and I's commentary on that. I'm serious. It's a thing, chat. It's a thing. Okay, well, this is what I'm talking about. If he had transported down here, these skirmishers wouldn't threaten him. But he does have two-handed swordsmen to kill the skirms. Dock block emote. Oh, you guys are such trolls. I remember the video you're talking about. Yep. Dave said it first. Dave said it first. It's totally a thing. So, purple obviously cannot be trusted. He's trying to kill red's king. Red doesn't have any vills here, so he can't go with the dock trick, and that's pretty complicated. I don't think any players would think about that. Now, I am curious as to what Tom will be doing. He has trade with red. And he can also trade with Gray's market too, even though he's dead. Now he kills red, he still has that market to trade with. But if he kills red, then purple will apply more focus to him and him alone. Currently that's not the case. Maybe transports would be the correct decision now for Tom. Because it'll take a long time for him to run units across this map with all the choke points. So maybe he should transport as well. Seems like he sent some trebs up here. Of course Gray found them with two hand cannons from the dead. Yeah, the problem for green is that he's gonna have to run his reinforcements a long way. This could be bad for red. Our buddy red being teamed up on big time now. Nowhere for his king to run. He's put his king in a corner. Maybe he can send a transport. It's possible. Don't know if he's thinking of that possibility. Cambrio, thank you for the 3 viewer host. Sorry I missed that, man. I think the minimum amount is 5-ish viewers or 5-6 viewers for the alert. That way people don't do troll hosts. Sorry about missing that. So it is for sure a 2v1 versus purple right now. Even though purple doesn't have a lot of economy because he has 43 idols out of 51 bills, he does have the food. So, if that's good for him. Actually, I'm on Tom's point of view. I'm pretty sure Harry does too. Yeah, Harry actually has more food. So he can continue to make the paladins. Oh, this one Treb just needs to go for the castle. This is so bad for red. Build a dock, man. Build a dock. He's trying to send halberdiers and ploops the whole freaking way around. No. Please no. Okay, you see what he did there? He just shot the palisade wall with his castle. So now he can actually run along the shoreline. He needs to run soon. Schmelden says, I cannot thank you enough for forcing me to play on Voobly. I was playing on HD a lot, but stopped because of how shitty it was. Voobly is just amazing, thank you. I'll be ready for next community games. Well, I'm glad you like it, man. I wouldn't say I forced you, but, I think you wanted to play in the community games, right? So you got on Voobly then. Glad you liked it. Red needs to run. Run, Rudolph. Let's go. Let's go! Don't be surrounded. If you're surrounded, your unit might not be able to pop out. Oh no! Meanwhile, green is pushing towards purple. The king is gonna pop out any second now. And there it goes. Please tell me he's gonna run. Get wrecked! Get wrecked, purple! Get wrecked, Harry. Now, red could actually... He's blocking the pathing with the plumes. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. You baited. You baited. Just passing. So the 2v1 is real now. Red just needs to send his king somewhere where later on it's not going to be killed by green. Oh, no! 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 Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He missed it. The explosion sound went off. He missed it. He freaking missed it. That would have been epic. He had to delete that, I think. He tried to click it and he's just missed it. Unbelievable. That would have been amazing. from Harry T. He's adding more demos as well. Let's get all the T90 demos in the chat regardless. Now, I don't agree with putting your king inside of Green's castle because it'll probably die later on. So yeah, he's gonna move it elsewhere. Man. The gods are on Red's side today. He has evaded death so many times. Demo's still gonna try and look for that king, but it's not gonna happen. I like the demo choice a lot, but demos won't help him here as Green's trying to cut in. And he has cut in successfully. Eventually, as time goes on, it's gonna be very difficult for Harry because he will eventually lose out on food eco. Because he does not have a lot of ills, and he's having big gold problems now. So I think it might take some time for Red and Green to do this, but they certainly can do it. I want to see where Red has his king. Oh, he's put in this tower. Okay. Okay, so picture this. You have to think about these things. Picture this. Red prepares an army, and right when Green kills Purple's king, he tries to snipe Green. I think it's the only way he wins. It's very risky, but I think you gotta go for glory in these games, right? Red has shown that he's an honest man, and he's too honest for war, but I think that would be the absolute best situation for Red. I'm gonna be so hyped if he actually wins. It's looking unlikely, but he needs to push in, maybe with petards or something, and try and be waiting, because Green's still, like, Red unfortunately can't finish off Green by himself, he can't finish off Purple by himself. So he needs to time it right. Now the Aaron buy for Green, did they all die? They did all die. So the defense going pretty well for Harry. Maybe that'll give Red a little bit more time. Look at Harry's wood. Okay, I'll look at Harry's wood. 66k wood. I don't know how that's possible when he has so many idle villagers. 36 out of 39 villas are idle. I'm pretty sure he only has 3 villagers working and they're on farms, but I don't know. So Harry really not able to push. He does have 13 relics. That's a big deal. It's a 2v1. Aaron by streaming forward from Tom. Again, I think this would be the time for Red to try and go for it. Oh, I did not realize that Harry T is still stubbornly trying to kill Red. Red's going to build another castle here. His problem is he has 140 military and that's all forward. It's very hard to keep track of so many military units. He has them spread all around. This is kind of the sign of a player who's more inexperienced. So it is difficult to control everything. I think earlier he had an army over here. Yeah, you see this? That army was there an hour ago, I think. But that is to be expected at certain skill levels. He will survive here, though. That's all that matters. And we'll have to see if Purple will be able to survive. Mods, what are your views on the pyramid? J-Red, I don't like pyramids. It's just chat cancer. Like, that right there. Like, no. And I'm pretty sure you knew that as well. I think Tom is being a bit too impatient here. Oh, dude, what are you doing? He is being far too impatient. Just slowly work your way in. Just like Happy Gilmore. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. You don't need to go for the hole-in-one every time. You can't drive 400 yards like Happy. Just slowly push, man. Stop trying to go for those castle snipes with the Aaron buy. You're gonna waste too many precious units. These halberdiers. Hold on. I guess Red just wasn't attacking with them. There we go. It kind of looked like he was allied with Purple for a second. Man, if there's one thing I want in this whole world to happen, it is not to win the lottery. It is not to date Emma Watson. It is to see Red kill Green's king. That would be the ultimate backstab. I know that I use ultimate backstab a lot, but it truly would be, because Red has received so much help from Green this entire game. Now, Harry T, he realizes he's up against it. He's going to try and snipe here. But yeah, that's not going to work. Onager now for Harry. Again, he's at 120 population. He's slowly but surely losing this game. Emma Watson is crying right now. Well, that means we'll just make up later. That's the best. It's fine. Not gonna go full Winchester here, says Harry. I think he's ready to call it. So this is where my tale will end. Sure. Alright, so Harry's gonna call it. He's very entertaining with his diplomacy in the chat. Let's throw some T90 nices in the chat when Harry shows back up. Red, this is where you need to prepare, man. Prepare that army and go for the snipe. Come on, man. You could do it. I know it's heartbreaking to kill someone that you've been allied with for the whole game. That has saved you multiple times. Please.
Yes.
I mean, he better kill it, because then Emma's gonna be real upset with me. Emma wouldn't date you because you eat the Dorito chip. Well, Emma wouldn't date you because you can't type your emotes right, J-Red. More like J-Rect, am I right? Alright, well, Harry T has been defeated, and now there are two. I bet Tom will let Red win this. I bet you're wrong. Red says, I'm fucked. Tom says, what makes you say that? Red says, just cuz. Pretty sure that was sarcasm from Tom. I think it's just a lack of confidence from Red to go for it, but still, the silver medal will probably be coming his way soon. Yeah, Harry, we could see your dialogue, man. Well played, guys. Let's get the T90 nices in the chat for Harry. Really, everyone here was really entertaining with their Diplo play. Gray, Tom, Harry, Red, that was all real fun. Just to watch the chat. So, I think it's just a matter of time now. Tom has so many units in the north, and he's producing out of all these buildings still, so he needs to send units back, and he's on his way. Red really doesn't have an army that can push this. I think Mayans die pretty hard to Burmese anyhow, and his only chance, his one and only chance, was to have that snipe prepared a long time ago. Now, Harry, you were so close to that demo king kill, I almost peed myself. Like, I freaked out, man. That was amazing. That came in out of nowhere. I'm kind of disappointed for you that it didn't happen. Part of me wanted to keep going, but I didn't want to be a stream hog. Well, I think it was over for you. Your presence in the north gave Red an opportunity to maybe snipe Green and catch him off guard, but beyond that, you really couldn't do anything unless somehow you convinced Green and Red that you were a nice guy, and believe me, that was not going to happen. Dude, Harry, you just needed to delete the demo, because I assume you clicked it. You were close enough where if you deleted the demo, the king died. I know what you did. You clicked it, and you assumed you would have got there. You also may have clicked it a bunch, and when you click a bunch, it can kind of make your unit hesitate, too. But anyway, man, that was still a good highlight. So, sadly, I think this is where the road ends for Red. Quite a few military units here. Only 160. Could be worse. 160 freaking Burmese military units. Holy cow. Ridiculous. To be fair, Green probably deserves it. He saved Red earlier. He was a great ally to many people in this game. He was an honorable man. He did not backstab much. Also, he won the most important fight of the game, and that was versus Gray. So, kudos to him. Hats off to him. Now, Red. Well, hats off to Green. It's about to be heads off for Red's king. I think he's gonna build a castle, but that's not gonna do anything when his king's about to die. There's no way this king escapes. There's no way Green will let this king escape. Yep. This is what he should have done a little bit earlier. Luckily, he still was able to stay in the game. But if you're going to do this, you need to sit underneath the castle. That way you're surrounding him. And that's the game. Tarsus is still in the chat. Says, GG, I hate you, Green. Tom says, GG, sorry. I had to kill my own son. Red says, but daddy, why? Wow, that was a great game. That was really well played from everybody. Enjoyable chat. And I think the better man won. There were sniping opportunities. People went for it. Dutch class got sniped. Tarsus got sniped. Tony got sniped. Freeloading got sniped. Well played. I've been playing Diplo games since 2011. This is my shit, says Harry T. Well, you have yet to play Blue Coffee. Blue Coffee's been AFK. I think he's busy with school or something. But I don't know if... Let's put it this way. If there was a Legends match, if we did Legends of T90 community games, Blue Coffee and Snippy would be at the top. And probably Roach and Super Lisco and whatnot. And I feel like we'll set that up at some point, and Blue Coffee will still probably outsmart them. Guys, Blue Coffee, if you look at his account, just by pure endurance, he has the lead, because he's played 11-hour games of Lands Nothing, Lands Nomad Free-for-Alls. It's just insane. Harry T, you, with this game, have by far been the best when it comes to Diplo chat. Your issue was that you didn't have friends in Castle Age and Imp. And I think that you could have done a little bit better there. Probably talking with Yellow or Teal. But your chat was by far the most entertaining I've seen when it comes to community games. And that's arguably one of the most important parts. So here's the KD, guys. More kills and deaths for Tom. Here's the eco difference. More trade profit for Tom and more relic profit. Here's the relic profit for you. Wow. See, Burmese did have an advantage because it could see those relics. I wanted this to be played on Explored. But still, he took advantage of it. Tarsus didn't take advantage of it as much as he should have. Obviously, he was distracted by Teal, but still. All right. That is the end of another amazing community game. That is not the end of the stream, though. We're going to move on to HD games. So it's going to be a little bit different this time. But let me get some water again and catch up with chat. What about Nothing Nothing? I don't think Nothing Nothing would provide as much action as the other Nothing maps. Do you think that Trebuchet